my podcast is going to include me interviewing people that I know and learning about any detrimental experiences that they have had that has affected their life, so that people just like me can hear about different experiences and different challenges that people are going through every day, and maybe it could change their perception on life and truly appreciate the now and not worry about the then and the future. Today, I'm going to talk to somebody who defied the odds, is a miracle, has faced death, and is the most courageous and upbeat person. You would have no idea what this girl has gone through. So let us welcome Alice Kaplan. Could you please tell me about something in your recent past that has affected you greatly and still affects you today?
Yeah, so I could definitely have a lot of answers to that, but over the past 2 years, I would say, in January of 2018, after going on a surfing trip in Costa Rica with my dad because I love surfing, I got a random virus that ended up causing basically my entire autonomic nervous system to shut down, which then caused my digestive system to become paralyzed, amongst many other complications. So over the past 2 years, I have spent my fair share of time in hospitals, and I think through that it has really, and dealing with the medical world and just persevering through it has really taught me the value of determination, and I think that has resonated with me a lot and can be translated in any field of my life.
Wow, I definitely didn't see that one coming. Could you elaborate more about how this detrimental illness has impacted both you in the hospital and your family?
I think for me personally, in the hospital, because when I first got sick, I spent the first year and a half really in and out of the hospital on a monthly basis. I think in 2018 it totaled to like around 150 days or something spent in the hospital. So it became such a grand majority of my life, which was crazy because I was coming from a life where I was a college athlete and like had this very social and just demanding life, and then I just went to being so incapable and just very weak. So that was really a lot to comprehend and just learn how to accept, but it definitely taught me like how to advocate for myself, and just it became easier with time just because it was becoming the new normal. But even as time went by, it sucked like realizing it was still happening, and it still is happening today, but just to a different extent. So it's just something that you learn to deal with, I guess.
All right, so you mentioned that's still happening today. What is still lingering from this illness? What do you do?
Yeah, so as of May of this year, they finally found a relatively formal diagnosis and realized I was born with a significant immunodeficiency, and in Costa Rica I got a virus that really activated all potential side effects of this mutation. So I started a treatment in May, and I do it once a month for 5 days in a row, and I receive plasma donations into my blood, and that really helps my immune system. So today I'm still throwing up, but it's only because my digestive system is paralyzed, still partially, but I'm only throwing up like 5 or 6 times a day, which is nothing compared to like 50 or 60. So it's really something so incredible to me, and I have so much more energy, and I can work out and really just live a much more functional life, and that in itself is just so incredible to me.
Alice is a young, courageous woman who has been through multiple obstacles in her life. She touched briefly on the topic of her autoimmune disorder. However, she did not go too in-depth about the extent of her disorder. Alice came close to death last year.
She went through sepsis 8 times, sepsis shock twice, and sepsis 6 times. For anyone who is unaware of sepsis, it is when your body is completely shutting down. Your organs are shutting down. Everything shuts down. So you can only imagine what Alice has been going through these past 2 years. I wish I could inform you more on it.
Now, there's much more where that came from, but there's your little inside scoop on Alice Kaplan. Join me next time to hear about more detrimental experiences that have dramatically affected individuals' lives, including my own, how my Olympic dream was crushed.